Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 9 trades. Today's date is March the 1st and I'm using my new Pipsnegger trading system. Now this system uses Heikin-Ashi candles on the top as opposed to the Japanese candlesticks. Very easy. Red we're selling in a downtrend, and when it turns blue you can catch the uptrend. Always make sure that you're going in the direction of the higher time frames. My system also has this goal line here. It's the TZ indicator. I've nicknamed it a magic indicator, and I've also nicknamed the whole system the Holy Grail trading system. I'm sure you heard the saying that there's no such thing as a Holy Grail trading system or a magic indicator, but what would you call a system that keeps pumping out 200 or more pips every day? Now this TZ indicator, it really helps to find the beginning of the up and down cycles within the market. Great for traders who love to scalp the markets on the 5-minute time frame. You can easily trade all 3 trading sessions 24 hours a day. Now this up and down movement shown by the goal line here, I call that the flow of the market. Now at 6 o'clock in the morning, right where this vertical line is, between 6 and 7 a.m. New York time, I'm in front of the computer putting together my daily trade plan. We can take a look at that. Here it is here. Daily trade plan for March the 1st, 22. Now every one of these trades were taken directly from my daily trade plan. And there were 5 preferreds, and only one of them had to wait for the the charts to line up before you would pick a direction. You really should have some kind of a plan, and if you do not have a plan, if you're not producing a plan, you really must buy from someone. You don't have to buy from me, but you got to buy from somebody. And for the first 15 years or so, I had to do that because I did not know how to put one of these together. And if you're failing, well, that is one of the reasons why you're failing, because you don't know whether you should be buying or selling. If you have any questions about this a daily trade plan or this one, just get in contact with me. Do keep in mind that if you want this one, I do charge $100 a month for it. So every one of these trades was taken right from here, as it says, either for bearish or a bullish trade. So let's take a look now at these trades. And anytime it says preferred, I pop in like 2 arrows to remind me that it's quite important, and there's a good possibility that it'll continue to go down. But if it does hit very strong support on a higher time frame, it could do a pullback of 50 or 100 pips or even more. So you have to be aware of that also. Okay, first trade, Euro New Zealand. And looking at it, it did qualify for a great way to trade. Very clear, using indicators top and bottom. Now I did pull the trigger here. That's my stop there. Pull the trigger here at this point. And it looks like got about 20 pips here, and 20 pips on the Euro New Zealand paid out $1,355. Okay, let's move on to the next trade. It's the Euro Aussie. Another double arrow. It's a preferred trade. Did qualify for a great way to trade. Everything's screaming to sell, so that's exactly what I did. Little late getting into the trade, but I knew I was going to get something. Hit this ADR low, and I figured time to get out. Looks like I locked in about 19 pips. And 19 pips on the Euro Aussie paid $1,379. Keep in mind, when I'm happy at the point of noticing that I got around 200 pips and ticks, that is generally when I'm closing out, and today my guess is around 400 pips or more. Won't know until I add everything up. Moving on to the next trade, Pound Swiss. Pound Swiss, mostly sideways. There's the arrow. I knew I wanted to be selling. Let's see where I did get in. I took the trade here and it could have easily just kept going straight down. Went a little bit sideways, went back up. Tested this triple top right here. Top, top, top. Another top over here. Not a big deal. Finally, I closed out the trade a winner. And winning about 13 pips. And 13 pips on the Pound Swiss paid $1,413. I usually do between 5 and 10 trades, some days a little less, some days a little bit more. But the main reason for that is I don't know which one is going to produce the most. But one thing I do know for sure is that the instruments that pay the most, futures, commodities, like the ones down here at the bottom, you can clearly see Forex pairs pay less than the last three down here at the bottom, especially this crude oil today. So that's a very good tip for you. If you're in this game to make money, well, then you've got to do the futures. But just as easy as you can make a lot, you can lose a lot. So you must have trade management and money management in order. And the biggest stumbling block for most traders who fail, it's the psychological. You've got to get proper mindset. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, Euro CAD. Here we go. Higher time frames, daily trade plan, saying to sell, did qualify for a great way to trade. Everything looking fantastic for selling. Let's see where I got in at. A little late to this party also, but not a big deal. I knew I had room to go as I did check the higher time frames, and I figured it would make it at least to the ADR. And that produced 24 pips, and 24 pips on the EuroCAD paid $1,896. Moving on to another trade here. Now remember, all these Euro trades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, were based on Euro weakness. It is a bus driver. Keep in mind, 20% or less is a bus driver. And of course at the top, 80% or more. You really must have and use a good meter. Now I went through about 6 meters to find a good one. They're not all equal. And as far as I'm concerned, this is the best one I could find. And Euro is a bus driver. Let's see, Euro dollar. Let's see. There's the arrow. Qualified for a great way to trade using the indicators top and bottom. Everything was screaming. Higher time frames. Sell. Again, I knew I was gonna. Let's see, I want to run a check on something here. Never did hit the ADR, but it can still hit it. But it's 10:45 now, so I just wanted to grab some pips. That's all I wanted to do, and that's exactly what I did. 27 has to be 27 because of the totals, and it pays $10 a pip because of the USD is on the right hand side. So 27 pips paid $2,700. Let's take a look at the last Euro trade here. Euro yen, based on Euro weakness. Here it is here. Yen is right at the top. Euro's at the bottom. By the way, anytime you happen to see there's something missing in here, and these arrows, not the line, the arrows, sometimes cause an interference. You have to just clean up the charts or reapply the template. That's the fastest way to get the value in here, but I don't need the US dollar value at the moment. Did qualify for a great way to trade, higher time frames. It was a preferred trade. So let's see where I got in at. Got in at this cursor. Did go against me about 15 or so pips, and I was happy at this point with let's see, 33 pips, and 33 pips on the euro yen paid $2,872. Okay, now we can move on to the instruments that actually pay more. Let's work on this Dow Jones. Dow Jones. Here we go. There's the arrow. I knew I wanted to be selling from the higher time frames. The market's very random, and sometimes it'll go sideways, it'll do a spike up, and then before it'll start to go down. Okay, let's see where I got in at. Exactly what I said, sideways, went up a bit, and then finally went down. If I stayed in the trade longer, would have made more. But I was happy with 74, 70. So 74 ticks, that paid out on the Dow Jones $3,600. And it looks like when I did take the trade at this cursor, it did qualify for a great way to trade. Silver, let's run a check on that. Silver, be careful with this one as it pays $50 a pip. Let's see where I got in first, and then we can talk about it. There's the arrow. Did qualify for a great way to trade. Easy decision, not complicated. Wait for the pullback. Candles turning blue. Signals down at the bottom. Well, up when this candle closed, the next one I got in. And closed out the trade right here. Has to be 15, because 15 times 50 times 10 lots. If you got a calculator, you will see that those 15 ticks paid out $7,500. Remember, on silver, you're not going to see a lot of pips, but depending on your lot size, you're going to see pretty good payout. And make sure you're going in the direction of the higher time frames. That's why it's very important you have a daily trade plan. Oil is the one that paid out the best today. So let's run a check on this, see where I got in first of all. Took the trade after this blue candle, and this one I got in. Everything was screaming. Don't you just love this magic indicator? Went down. Very clear. On its way up. Time to get in the trade. Qualified for a great way to trade. Nice and smooth. Everything screaming to buy. So let's see. Did a bit of a pullback here. Not a big deal. If I stayed in the trade, I would have made probably about 30% more. Anyhow, can't be too greedy, can you? And let's see, crude oil, 200 and I'll have to get a calculator out. The number, I'm going to check on a calculator. Take the 22.7 divided by, well, don't have to really do that. It has to be 22.7 as it pays $10 a pip. 22.9, but it truly is 22.7. Let's just call it 22. That'll be close enough. And 22. Now remember, that's 227 ticks times $10 times the lots. Well, that ended up paying out $22,700. So another great day of trading using my Pipsnagger system. Took all the trades after 6. Looks like the latest one here was about 8:30 approximately, and I was done trading just after 10. So for a few hours, not too bad. I just calculated all the pips and ticks, and I got a grand total of 452 pips and ticks, and those 452 pips paid $45,417. So if your system is not producing like my Pipsnagger on a daily basis, I suggest you get your hands on it, and you should consider getting your hands on the daily trade plan. If you want some more information, all you got to do is look right below this video and you'll see this write-up, the Pipsnagger system. I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market with a lot of help that this TZ indicator is providing. Now my system has 5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Included are 5 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Now I included a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. Now this is just all bonus material. It's a lot of education to help you succeed at trading. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, and I do teach a lot of ways to trade. And that's why I produce 50 training videos, about 20 minutes long each. Anyhow, I'm not going to read everything here. Simple, just put the video on pause, read everything here. If you have any questions, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, all you got to do is send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Now I do prefer Skype. All you got to do is click on this link, and through Skype connection and Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session, answer your questions, give you some tips and tricks, and keep in mind I'll do all of that with no obligation to you. Now if you click on this link, you'll see 35 screenshots of all the systems I've been building over the years. So it's just about time to wrap up this video and this trading day. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next video and trading day, should be tomorrow, I want to wish you good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.